This is Butch Popeye Moss with Texas Biker Radio. It's no surprise that Abel Reyna is not the candidate of choice for bikers. And it's because the way we are treated by public officials, and in particular district attorneys. There is no candidate of the bikers. We've learned our lesson about that. I mean, what's the phrase? Trust but verify? That's something we should all be striving to do. And Barry Johnson chose to have a dialogue with us, which is fine. We have a right to vote and support the candidate of our choice. Whether Abel Reyna likes it, whether Abel Reyna wants to vilify us or vilify bikers in general, this is what he does. But this commercial that he's put out is just the latest in a series of blunders. I mean, how stupid does he think the McLennan County voters are? And I'll tell you at the end of this piece, it's something no other media has picked up on, and it's about what I'm about to tell you. But first, let's start. Abel Reyna uses a video in that commercial that was put into evidence during the Carrizal trial. That video actually shows people that are actually committing a crime. Shows them firing weapons. And maybe that's people he should have prosecuted, like 2 years ago. We're just saying. His statements in the video should tell the citizens he's going to continue his quest to prosecute the banditos rather than anyone that committed a crime. He'll continue a failing strategy and he will try to vilify the banditos, the Cossacks, any other motorcycle groups out there that are 1% or not. And he'll try to vilify them as street gangs, which they are not. And let me tell you, Abel Reyna depends on creating an atmosphere of fear. He'll say, them mean old gangs coming to get us all. They're hell-bent on a fight. In testimony, when the banditos first spoke to the Cossacks in the parking lot, they exchanged salutations. And a bandito explained to them, this is not the place, we'll talk later. A COCI meeting is sacred ground. Everybody should know this, including their confidential informants. We're just saying. Of course, there's my part in the video. It was probably the only thing that was actually true in the video, where I stated that Abel Reyna could be knocked out during the primaries. That's a true statement. And God, let's hope that happens. But the video had drama and tears in it. And listen to this closely. It had drama and tears as Abel Reyna tells us he fears for his family's lives. They have to speak in code. He teaches his wife how to tell if anyone's following. But who was he suggesting that was following his wife? Was it bikers? Was it criminals he sent to prison? Real criminals? Who was it? None of that could be further from the truth. Bikers weren't coming to Waco to cause hell on May 17th, 2015. Some may have been, and some of those people should be on trial. But let me point out, all the tears in the world can't prove he's nothing but a fake. A college-educated man tearfully tells us his family's in danger, then turns around, listen to this closely, then turns around and posts a video of his family up close and personal. For any criminal he's sent to jail to see. What the hell is wrong with him? And we're not showing that video on this piece because it's the right thing to do. There's no way we want any harm to come to him or his family or any law enforcement officer. As a matter of fact, as we've said over and over again, the murders that are going on around the nation has to stop. Of police officers, of children shooting children, everything else. But Abel Reyna, make no doubt, he is a full-fledged con man. And what we're going to bring to Waco on Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m., in front of the McLennan County Courthouse, is the truth, as we know it. Not lies, not fiction. And we will not be creating a state of fear for the citizens of McLennan County, for those that gather up in the courthouse, at the courthouse. That's not us. And I promise you, no biker would ever hurt a child, whether 1% or not. Abel Reyna's family is safe. That courthouse is safe. You know, they put up that fence, that 3-foot fence around it like it was, I don't know who they expected to come there. But it certainly wasn't the bikers then, and it wasn't the bikers back in May of 2015. There was nobody coming to attack them. And it's fine if Abel Reyna wants to take on me. I've been a political activist for some time now. And although I've switched gears, I'm no longer an activist for the Republican Party. I'm an activist for motorcycle safety issues, motorcycle profiling issues. This is what we do, whether Abel Reyna likes it or not. Now, he can vilify us all day long using 40-year-old data from these so-called motorcycle experts, the DPS, the FBI, all of them, they're regurgitating the same thing year after year, decade after decade. It's old. Times have changed. Motorcycle clubs have changed. Our country has changed. Oh, and by the way, we are a reflection of the rest of our country. There's good and bad everywhere, including in law enforcement. And it seems as though there's real evil in the DA's offices across this country. When they're willing to send innocent people to prison for going to a meeting, when they're willing to send innocent people who were trying to defend themselves to prison, Abel Reyna is not an honest man. He's been riding his daddy's coattails since college. And the other thing is, he's not a smart man to create a video like that, full of fiction, and put his wife and child in danger. It just goes to show you he doesn't really give a damn about them. It doesn't matter how many tears he sheds. And I pray that nothing happens to his children by some hardened criminal that he's sent to prison because he's posted their pictures all over the internet and through the news. And I would suggest he take that part of that commercial out of that video. Otherwise, he is a fool. We're happy to know Abel Reyna is watching our websites, our radio shows, and our videos that we post. We're glad he's watching. But in truth, Abel Reyna is hiding from the voters of McLennan County. He is scared to death of disqualification hearings. He is scared to death to have his staff put under oath. He is scared to death to have himself put under oath. He's hiding from the voters. And he will do anything. He will say anything. He will dismiss every charge or recuse himself from every trial rather than go to a hearing, a disqualification hearing. And that's the truth of it. That's bottom line. This is all political. Every bit of it. This is Butch Popeye Moss. Join us on Texas Biker Radio tonight, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, every Monday night. We're going to have plenty to say about this and more. And join us at the Freedom Rally, Sunday, February 25th, 1 p.m. in front of the McLennan County Courthouse. The public is invited. You can come up and ask us questions. We'll be glad to answer them. And you will get the truth as we know it, and not a bunch of fiction. This is Butch Popeye Moss with Texas Biker Radio. Have a great day.